In this tutorial, we will begin to program our IRB arm to pick up a small box using a gripper and place it on a platform. We will be introducing more advanced motion paths that use action instructions and learn how to add custom digital signals to the virtual controller. We will also learn how to use the inbuilt I/O simulator to simulate digital signals in RobotStudio. So first off, we're going to create our station and virtual controller. As we learned in the introductory tutorials, RobotStudio allows you to attach tools to the arm, and one of the most important tools in its arsenal is a gripper. In a later set of tutorials, we will learn how to create our own gripper, but for now, we will be using an inbuilt ABB Smart Gripper. This can be found by navigating to Import Library, Equipment, then scrolling down to ABB Smart Gripper. There are several types of Smart Gripper, but the one that we're interested in is the default servo with 2 fingers. Once again, the gripper is placed at the origin of the workspace, so to attach it to the end of the arm, drag the gripper to the arm. You can see how the gripper opens and closes by clicking on the gripper, navigating to Mechanism Tools, then clicking on Mechanism Joint Jog. This allows you to move the fingers of the gripper from closed to open. The max distance for the gripper is set to 25 mm. This is the distance between the TCP of the gripper and the edge of one of the fingers. So the total max width of the gripper is 25 times 2, which is 50 mm. Therefore, this gripper can pick up objects with a width of 50 mm or less. Later on, we will add some programming to make the arm open and close the gripper. For now, we will leave the gripper to be fully opened. Next, we're going to create a platform to place our box on. This is done by navigating to the Modelling tab, clicking on Solid, then Create Box. You can specify where you would like to place the platform, along with the length, width, and height of the platform. Use the preview to get an idea of the size and position of the platform compared to the arm. Remember to name any models you create for easier referencing in the future. Repeat this procedure to create a small box. You can also specify the position of the box by simply clicking where you would like the box to be created. Make sure that either the length or the width is less than 50 mm. This is to make sure that the box is not wider than the max width of the gripper. Now we're going to create work objects that we will attach to each model. As we learned in the introductory tutorials, a work object allows you to store targets according to a defined reference system. We're going to name this work object Box. We can also define the position of the work object ourselves. To do this, click on Position underneath User Frame and select a point on the box using Snap Object. Any targets that we create under this work object will be referenced according to this position that we have defined. Repeat this procedure for the platform and the arm, making sure that the position of the work object is placed at any point on the model. Since the arm is at the origin of the workspace, the default values for the position are used. Next, we're going to attach the work object to the model. Right-click on Box, then Attach to, then click on Box. This attaches the work object to the box model, so that when we move the box, the work object and its targets move with it. We do not want to reposition the work object since we have already defined the position, so click No. Repeat this procedure for the platform. To demonstrate the work objects moving with the models, we can manually drag the platform by selecting the platform model and clicking on Move Object. By dragging on the arrows, you can see that the platform and the work object frame are both moving. Click on the box and you can see the same result. Attach the remaining arm work object to the IRB arm. Since the base of the arm is positioned at the origin and the base does not move, it is an ideal position to place the arm work object. The arm work object is already positioned at the origin, so click No. Now we're going to create some targets for each work object. First off, we're going to add a starting target for the whole simulation. This will be the position that the arm is at now. We will create this target in the arm work object. Right-click on the arm work object and make sure that it is set as active. Now click on Teach Target. This will create a target where the arm is currently positioned, highlighted as shown. We will name this Home Position. Next, we will make the box the active work object. We're going to add 2 targets to this work object manually using Create Target. Use Snap Object to snap to the center of the top face. This is the first target, and this is where the gripper holds the box. Now, change the Z value of the next target to be greater than the previous value. This is the second target, and this is where the gripper is hovering over the box, ready to pick it up. Use View Tool at Target to check the orientation of the 2 targets created, and modify the targets if necessary, so that the box can fit between the gripper. Use Copy Orientation to save time modifying the targets. Rename Target 20 to Hover over Box, and Target 10 to Box Position. Now we can use View Robot at Target to check and see if the robot can reach the 2 targets specified. We're going to repeat this procedure for the platform. First, set the platform work object as active. Now as you can see, the box position target is directly on the box. You can measure the height of this box using the point-to-point tool. This allows you to click on 2 points and it will calculate the direct distance between the points along with its X, Y and Z components. Since the height of the box is 30 mm, the target that we will create at the centre of the platform must be 30 mm higher than the platform face. This will ensure that the arm places the box directly on the platform. Click Create Target and snap to the centre of the top face. Click on point 1, then change the Z value from 40 mm to 70 mm. Clicking Modify now solidifies this change to the first target. Now we can add the second target. Now this second target must be above the platform, so just choose any Z value higher than the platform. Click Create. Once again, use View Tool at Target and View Robot at Target to check the orientation of the gripper and modify the targets if necessary. Name target 20 as hover over platform and target 10 as platform position. Now that all of the necessary targets have been created, we can move on to creating a motion path.